Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bowls Breakdown. And today we're back in Wales. And we're recording a Rising Stars episode with the one and only Ollie Price. Welcome, Ollie.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming down from Merthyr this morning. A bit of a trip down, so your mother says.
Yeah.
Stuck doing 40 miles all the way down.
Yeah. It's not the best way to start your morning, is it? But
Nah, proper.
We're going to start as we always start, but
Yeah.
where did Bowls start for you?
From what I can remember, I think, well, I'm friends with Elijah, and we went to school together, and I think he just asked me to go up one day. I had a practice, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, and yeah.
And the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah.
How old were you then, roughly? Can you remember?
About 11.
You
it was
know,
only like 3 years ago.
Yeah. I haven't got a good memory.
None of you boys up in Merthyr have a good memory,
No.
mind you.
you told me not to take them. You didn't tell me you remind me to take them bloody headphones off again.
Well, I don't think I had to remind you again, man.
So, because you always confuse me, because I always think every year. Last year I said, well, who's leaving under 18s? I said Ollie Price is leaving, and then Matthew says no, he's only 14 or 15. And
Well, he's the same age as Elijah, you know?
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
yeah, you always
16 this year?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah,
Yeah, August.
You always look older to me, but you could get into a pub like that tomorrow, can you?
Well,
But you don't do such a thing as that.
No,
I know,
no.
because you're an
Would
athlete.
never.
He's an athlete.
Would never. All the pubs know him up in Merthyr.
So you started at Merthyr West End?
yeah, West End.
Was it, obviously you said you miss Elijah, and we know that you play a lot as pairs together
Yeah.
and triples and rinks. And was it a more of you that started at the same time, or was it just the two of you really?
Me and Tal started at the same time at West End. Elijah obviously started like a good few years before. I think he was 6 when he started. So yeah, it was just me and Tal. Me and Tal started similar time.
What excited you about the game when you first started? What was it that, a lot of young boys would play football or rugby, or what is it that drew you to the game of bowls?
Well, I'm not really sure. I play football myself, but playing bowls, I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. I thought it's not something that a lot of people do as well. So it was nice to have your own thing. That
Yeah.
not everyone does. It's good.
What about any stick in school from other boys who are playing what has been deemed to be like an old man sport?
I have a laugh. I don't really care, to be honest. It's not really like it being having a dig with just a laugh. I don't really mind.
It's just something to, boys will be boys
Exactly,
with, and then
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
one of those,
I've got nothing else, but you play bowls just for old
Exactly.
men. Like,
Yeah.
How quickly was it before you found out that you weren't bad at this game of bowls? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I think I started getting better after the first season. I had where Elijah's grandfather was teaching me, his great grandfather was teaching me. Yeah.
So was that the person that you sort of went to? His great grandfather was the man who
He taught. Yeah.
took everybody, all his mates under his wing, and told you all that he'd forgotten.
Yeah. He taught me, Elijah, Tal. Yeah. Joseph as well.
I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
If
And
you go,
we'll come back to Merthyr West End and the amount of youngsters up there. So how many seasons did you play outdoor before you decided to have a little dabble indoor?
One, I think. I'm not sure whether I went indoors straight after I played my first season outdoors, but yeah, it's very, very soon. I didn't wait that long.
Yeah.
It helped,
It seems like you've been playing forever, but in reality you've only been playing 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Four,
I
5
think it's
years.
my 5th year now.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
And you've become quite successful, really, haven't you?
Yeah.
Very
it's-
modest.
very humble over here.
Humble,
Humble,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Off camera, you would be saying, yes, absolutely, I'm the best. But
So, okay, Merthyr West End, 11, started bowling. When did you start playing in the team?
I think when I started on the last few months, couple of months of the season. So I think I properly started getting into the second team in the start of the new season, really, after a couple of games.
And you say the second team because we were playing Merthyr West End at around what maybe a bit later than that.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, and obviously Staff Davis.
Yeah, played
A bit of a character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good boy. He obviously is very keen to encourage youngsters and get youngsters straight into that A team. Yeah,
he's good. Yeah, good at that. He's fair, and they all are at West End.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people.
There's a lot of good for youngsters. Like,
yeah, and you obviously how long at some stage you got picked for your first team.
Yeah, I think I was about a couple of years ago. I had a couple of years in the second team. I really enjoyed it, and then I had an opportunity.
Gotta take it.
Yeah.
I mean, Division 1 for PG, first team at that age is pretty impressive,
Yeah, on his second or third year playing.
Yeah.
And of course, at some stage, then you were obviously playing Merthyr indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing for the championship team as well.
Yeah.
Was that quite a quick move from a championship, from merit to championship?
No. I think first year I think I played more merit than I did championship team, like, but yeah, the year after that, then I've just played championship from that on, like.
Out of the two, which would you prefer?
Championship.
Yeah, sorry. Out of the two, indoor, outdoor.
Indoor,
Yeah, be a bit more specific.
Yeah. No, I prefer outdoors. I think it's a better laugh, like, after the game and all that. Like, that's good. That's what I enjoy.
Outdoor.
Like, outdoors is camaraderie in it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
It's nice to be with your club mates. When you go indoor, it's sort of a lot of different clubs all playing in the same place.
And you play your balls and you go home, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice social after outdoors.
I mean, outdoors is a hell of a social outdoors.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Especially up in Merthyr. Merthyr, very similar to us down in Bridgend. The boys like a good drink after the game.
Well, fair play staff, you brought them down in a minibus. We stayed down one Saturday afternoon. We had a really good swig down there, done a few games, and it was a good fun. Who in that Merthyr championship team do you think are them? Because you've got some really good players, and I don't know all of them. And of course, the women have joined you now as well, haven't they?
Yeah. Like, last year, few women playing in the team, like.
Yeah, and made it stronger.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good.
Well, when you got the likes of Amy Williams being able to play in your first team, it's going to make it a bit stronger, isn't it?
Yeah, I get. You know what? The question was a leading because I was going to assume that, and as Amy's his team manager under 18s,
he's got to be nice to her.
Team manager. Assists in the under 18s. He wasn't going to say no.
He's got to be nice to Amy.
Few internationals, isn't it? Like Jasmine, SD.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking probably some of the strongest women in Wales there, which is nice. I know a lot of clubs that. We've had this conversation a lot, but a lot of clubs that have women now playing in their PG team, most of them are probably not going to think you're there of them, but you've got a couple of clubs like we have Deb. Now Deb's a Welsh international and instantly made our team a lot stronger. We had Meg as well, under 25s international up the front, then Deb at the back. Already, we changing ranks around.
Yeah, it helps definitely.
But that you've got a lot of strong men players up there as well.
Yeah, it's a few good players there.
Yeah, you're one of them.
Well, the youngsters, Elijah, you.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players, to be fair. Quite a young team as well.
Okay, so.
You are a young team.
Indoor, outdoor, started playing, got into the teams. County level?
County, I think a couple of years ago I started playing county outdoors, yeah. But I think I played in the double rink or Super 9 prior to that, like. Probably. Was that on the under 25s? Under 25s,
yeah. The Super 9 and the double rink.
Well, you still got a chance to get into this new county format because obviously there's 6 less players now.
Yeah, I say there's 2 Super 9s, I think. Yeah. So 18 players. Yeah.
So you reckon you're gonna?
I think it'll be a lot harder. Obviously, like strong county, good players. Yeah. It's gonna be hard. And see what happens. Really, be happy to get it.
Do you trial for the county then?
Yeah, I have to trial. Yeah, that'll be quite early probably. But
Yeah, we've had our trial nominees for our club back. I don't know if you've seen them, but
Yeah, I have seen them.
I said to Dad, we were talking about on the way home from Scotland. I'm like, even our county's quite. We've got Ely Valley, like so. And especially with this new format, you're expecting our county to be 90% Ely Valley anyway with the players they got. So I'm like, I've played last year from. If I get in again, great. If I don't, then
I think it makes the standard better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely makes the standard much better.
Which is good, like.
And that's better. Yeah, you're right. It's better for everybody, isn't it? Because 18 when you've got all teams that are really strong, that's just going to improve the.
But it also forces your better players to play county then, because your county standard at the start. I'll say at our county we had 4 or 5 dropouts when we were up in Llandod. We ended up having our team team president play for us in the end because a guy pulled out last second. And it's like there's no benefit. The old county system, there's no real thing for people to play. Now I think that if you can get that formula going, it's very similar to the British Isles now for your seniors.
Same.
Outdoor, so it matches a bit to that. You might have more of your internationals trying to get into counties now to get practice for your British Isles.
There was also the thing of you going down from 6 rinks down to 4 rinks, which would obviously have given you 16 players. Going to 2 Super 9s is going to give you 18 players, so you've got 2 other players, so you're not dropping as many players.
No.
So that's a little benefit, but you're still picking from strength, really.
Yeah, and I think your formats are better. Personally, I think from what we originally thought that was going to happen this year of 21 ends back to 21 ends, you were thinking, there's going to be county's just going to be even worse. No one's going to play from because it's just going to be too long on a Sunday. What's your
thoughts on just from your perspective of? Because obviously we're new into bowls. You probably bowled longer than. Well, certainly longer than Matthew.
Twice as long as me.
Yeah, and if I bowled a little bit when I was a youngster, but you play under 18s, and you play for Wales under 18s, yeah?
Yeah.
Before I go into the format bit, when did you start playing for Wales under 18s? When was that call up for you? It wasn't long after your
I think
starting.
Indoors was the first time I played for the under 18s. I think it was 2022 in Solihull in Birmingham. Right, okay. Yeah, I was travelling reserve, main tal. It was a good experience. I had a game. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And then after that, was that Falkirk the year after that? Or was
Sully, I think.
Right. So
Falkirk was 24.
So you've played 4 years at
under
18s 11.
Yeah.
Which is a hell of an achievement, saying you only started when
3 of those as a starting player, which is
phenomenal.
Yeah, pretty good for.
How do you feel that very first call up?
It was a shock. It was a shock, to be honest, because it was the first time I trialled. I wasn't really expecting anything. I just thought, have a go, show your face, and to be fair, I was happy to get reserve. It was a nice trip, good experience, boys.
Yeah,
got to experience because those under 18s internationals are brutally long. Yeah. Especially for such young age players. You've got some players there 10 to 12 years old, if not some younger, and they're playing 13 hours a day.
I come back to the Wales. I just wanted to touch on when you got into Wales and all. So we're back to that format play. Matthew just said under 18s is a long old day.
Oh yeah.
A lot of energy for under 18s, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Considering, you probably see that every day in Merthyr, West End, outdoor.
Yeah.
Probably see it at championship level indoor.
Yeah.
But in the merit team and in the second team, you don't get that same energy, do you?
No, it's not.
So that first year must have been like, wow, this is a shock.
It's eye opener. It's good.
Yeah.
You learn a bit as well, especially being on the side. It's good, watching the other countries and so on. Watching good players play.
Yeah.
And there are good players across the. And this is probably kind of why we started the Rising Stars, because obviously you've had the pleasure of watching 2 internationals at under 18s.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the pleasure of going up to Falkirk, And then obviously under 25s as well, where people can start late, and you got those 20 to 22-year-olds who just take off. Like it's great, but especially at that under 18s level, and like you said, the format, and obviously it goes back to the county with the Super 9s and stuff, but the format is singles, pairs, triples, fours, 2 teams, set play.
Yeah, it's good.
You can't afford to play a bad ball, can you?
No, if you start poor, it's quite hard to catch up, but it's good because you've always, if you get, like I've experienced, you can get battered in one set and you can, just pip the second set and you got, it's
still got a chance of winning.
What a tie break.
Everyone's got a chance. It's good. It is good.
And that's kind of the reality of it. If you play, you've got to play well to win both sets. That's your goal at the end of it. It doesn't matter by how many, you've just got to win, because obviously, like you said, you can lose 11-1 in one set, win 7-8 the next set, and all of a sudden you're in a tiebreak, even though you're down 14-13 shots or something stupid like that.
So I can't talk about the Solihull and Sully. I don't know if we went down to watch a bit at Sully actually. But we came up to Falkirk. This was my first full experience of there and watching you, and you were obviously full in the team there. And we done really well, didn't we, Wales, as a team up in Falkirk?
Yeah, nobody was really expecting anything either, really, I don't think. I think everyone just played their best and ended up really good, to be fair.
Did I'm almost sure you had a medal up there, didn't you?
Yeah, silver medal in the fours, I think, and we lost the other Wales.
I was going to say the fours was 2 Welsh teams in the fours and for gold medal, gold and silver, and obviously it was a shame one of you had to take a silver, but and the good thing with that, and the one thing that I think the under 18s is good for is, even if you're playing against your other country team, whether it be final or third, fourth playoff, you want to win. You still want to win. It's not like it's not like it's just kind of a bit of a fun. We're getting the points for the team. It's like, no, I'm getting the gold here. You're going to get the silver. The points are the same regardless.
There was no mates in that game, was there?
No, especially when it's for medals.
So, how do you find that format? Now, we went to Falkirk and they had the British Isles team.
They had the British Lions, didn't they?
British Lions team. Now, for me, that was a long weekend, because I think you left somewhere like 3 o'clock in the morning to go to Bristol. Was it the airport?
Friday. Yeah.
And you were still playing at 9 o'clock at night. It must have been like, oh my God.
Yeah, it is hard.
And then this
last Saturday was 8 until 9:30.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Yep, thanks.
Every house has got an Alexa, haven't they?
Don't say the word.
Don't say it again.
Yeah. But like even that Saturday was like 8:30 till 9:30. It was mad. Because I remember we went to obviously go get food, but we were thinking, Jesus Christ, everything's going to be closed by the time we're finished watching this now, but it was just a long day, and you could see it a little bit kind of late middle. There was a few. We talked about it. I remember talking about it on the live stream we did, and it was just like the energy kind of went like this for about an hour, and then the last hour or two it went back up. But like, it's such a long day.
So, Cumbernauld.
Yeah, it's fun.
It wasn't disappointing as a result wise. It was disappointing that, unfortunately, the tie breaks didn't go away, did it? Because how many bloody tie breaks were we in?
I think I lost 3 or 4. I think I lost a few. I won 1.
Yeah, Billy
lost so many.
Yeah.
That's the thing of sets. So everyone's got a chance.
And it's a one-end decider.
Yeah, that's the hard bit.
I'm not sure on that, but I suppose if you're only as a rink playing 5 ends, you can't really just play another 3 ends decider, can you?
Oh no, it'd be on all night.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you. I think the reality of the under 18s is just because you're playing because you play obviously Friday night, Saturday, Sunday morning. It's not 2 days, or a day, or an evening and 2 days. you are stretched a little bit for time, especially with 4 nations and 2 teams. Is it 8 teams there?
Yeah.
Battling out for trophies. They got to get through Robin play. They got to get through 4 different formats at all different set. Ends.
But it was, and I don't. As much as I like the British Lions team, it was better not having that 5th team won it this year.
We finished earlier. The only problem is you don't really get a break, like a session off. I think last year in Falcon, I'm pretty sure we had a couple of sessions off, which is helpful. But like you said, we're only finishing. I think we finished about 5-6 o'clock.
Yeah, do you know? I've never thought of it that way. Or as a non-player.
Yeah, that's obviously the other thing with that 5th team is because obviously the odd number, you're going to have to force a team to take
a break.
Yeah. In a certain discipline or something. So you're probably getting a bit more regular rest time with that 5th team, even though it is, a longer day. Which one outweighs the other then? And obviously I still think 4 teams is probably easier, even though you're playing, because your brain is functioned on timing rather than how much you're doing. I mean, especially at under 18s level, you're quite fit kids. You're playing other sports. None of them seem to be athletic in any way. So your brain works on that time frame rather than the energy exercise. And I think that makes it a lot easier to just crack them all out and finish a bit early.
Yeah.
Okay, so under 18s been successful, haven't you?
Yeah.
Certainly in the pairs, you usually partner up with Elijah.
Elijah's been riding your coattail for years, but
we got to say Elijah. We'll have him on the podcast as a rising star, but he has been really successful in the singles, and he's dominated across not only Wales, he's dominated across the country, and and I bet you've been chewing your lip a little bit, thinking, I want to get him at some stage.
I've played him so many times, and to be fair, we always end up playing each other in some all the time, and we always end up having good games, but fair play to him. He goes on and he does a business. Like he beats, people.
Do you, especially at that age, and I know it can be difficult at times when you're really good mates with someone who has that major success, but you don't seem to be kind of too focused on, because you've obviously had success on your own as well, and I know you played together a bit in the 4s, 3s and pairs, because obviously both in Merthyr, and you pair up with the where your clubs are, but you've outside of that you've also seen some success, and I think the last, especially since I seen you first saw you play in Falkirk and followed you a little bit through the last year and a bit, your game and the way you've approached your game has seemed to have changed a bit. Does that just come with age, or does that just come with experience?
I just try and think about it less, to be honest. Just play the game like.
Because obviously we had Johnny Evans on, and he had a lot of high praise, even though you dumped him in the pairs. But he had a lot of high praise and said the same thing, where you just seemed like your brain just seems to be so much more in tune with what you're trying to do, and kind of moving on through that. And obviously that shows with all the Welsh titles you've got at under 18s. But apart from that, you obviously tried the under 25s this year as well, and close to winning it all. You come runner up in the under 25s, and again at 15, that's a hell of an achievement. But
great achievement.
So what was that like for you then? Was it your first time in the under 25s?
Well, I've obviously entered it, but you've got to obviously get through your club to qualify for the Welsh, and it's first year I've gone up with the club, and I wasn't really expecting anything. I had a hard draw in the club, and even when I got to the Welsh, I had a really hard draw, and I thought, just play the games, and whatever will be, will be.
Because there's one thing, I've said this on many podcasts before, and I'm sure you've heard it, I'm a massive fan of your game. I mean, your delivery is incredible. It's probably one of the nicest in Wales, if I had to say so. It's so fundamentally sound and looks so easy just to keep doing the same thing. And that shows because you obviously lead a lot. Yeah. You lead indoor and outdoor. and your draw ability, when you're on it, you can draw, the same shot almost every time. And it's very often do you not have those days where you, even when you're off days, you seem to still be within. So I guess my question is, when it comes to that fundamentals, did you train hard to kind of get that fundamental, or was it more just kind of, I kept playing, it just came naturally?
Yeah, to be honest, I think when I first started playing, I was playing a lot, and that obviously helps, because I didn't really think about my delivery on matches, so it's just something you just, when you keep on playing, and I think it's just muscle memory, you just keep on doing it, and it was just one of those things. I just played a lot, and I think ever since I haven't really had to think about my delivery. It's just.
Do you have a pre-shot routine as such?
What do they call it in bowls?
I can't remember.
Some weird thing.
Not really nowadays.
So if you were on the green now,
it's he probably doesn't realise he's doing it. That's
what I mean.
What would you do first if you're on the green?
So I sort before I go on on the mat, I sort of just get my ball in my hand, a little bit of a backswing, nothing, from what I can sort of remember. Because I don't really tend to focus on it that much, but I just get on the mat and just deliver.
Because it'd be interesting if we recorded you delivering 4 balls. I guarantee you they were almost identical.
Yeah.
And that's the interesting thing. Like you said, you play so often. You probably started off with I always rub my indoor. I use my top. Yeah. I'll swivel in my top. Outdoor, I'll have my cloth, and I'll swivel in my cloth, and I have this kind of thing. I do it every time before I bowl a wood.
I've watched Ross, and Ross delivers nearly bang on 7 seconds from the time he picks his wood up.
Yeah.
Bang on. Now Ross isn't counting 1 second.
No.
That's just what Ross does, isn't it?
It's just practice. When you play as much as these boys at the top
and it's interesting, because as much as whatever you want to call it, pre-shot routine or whatever, as long as you're doing the same thing, and we went up, obviously we just come back from Scotland, we spoke with Julie Forrest, Jack Evans' new friend. Yeah, Jack, we did show her the little clip of you.
She does know.
And we've talked about Julie's delivery.
Well, I asked because she has the iconic bounce, and what she said is she was told to change it, I think just after she finished outdoors, or when she was still playing outdoors, and she tried for a year. For a full year, she tried to change it. Now, bear in mind, she's bowled with this push technique for a good 10 years already,
if not more.
And she's after a year, I gave up trying to change it because it just didn't feel right. Everything I did wasn't, and it just kind of went. And you can say Elijah, right? Elijah doesn't have a very kind of standard bowls delivery, but it bloody works for him, and he does it the same all the time.
That's what I mean. It's not about being everyone else has got a different idea of what's perfect, and it's I think it's just what you're comfortable with, and it's got to be the same every time. And if it's not the same every time,
look at I think that, we obviously mentioned, and I think Julie mentioned it as well, is you've got to do whatever feels right to you, because it's easily done time and time again. I mean, you look at some of the best players in the world, right? Gary Kelly winning everything the last 12 months. His delivery is funky.
Yeah.
Paul Foster, doesn't have your standard delivery. Even someone like Aaron Sheriff, if you watch Aaron Sheriff deliver a bowl, it's a little bit kind of windy.
I got a little guess now that you don't watch a lot of bowls, do you?
No, I don't tend to watch much. I think I used to, but nowadays, no.
I haven't got enough time.
Well,
I bubbling, man.
I like watching the live streams. I wouldn't go and look to watch bowls. I mean, if Nicky's doing a live on Facebook, so I'll have a look. Do you know what I mean?
You want to
we're not going to bring that up. Not going to bring that up. But and in terms of, you go back to the thing, and I think, like I said, some people fall into the category of finding something a bit funky, but it works. Other people fall into the category of finding that fundamentally what you would consider your perfect bowls delivery, and it works, and I think, like you said, the one thing with bowls, and it's the interesting thing, and I think a lot of people kind of, especially the coaching, because obviously he's a coach, level 1 coach, whatever they call it, they try and teach people, it's the same in golf, they try and teach people this perfect delivery, whereas they focus too much on the actual delivery than the outcome of the bowl.
Yeah, the way they go.
Where it just doesn't make sense. Like, as long as the bowl is coming out of your hand consistently and rolling well, it doesn't matter what you're doing on the mat as long as you can repeat it, right? And I think that comes to effect when you see people like Elijah, yourself, even Tal does it well. Billy is another example. You know, you put all 4 of those deliveries together, they're not going to look the same.
No, they're all completely different.
But the way the bowls are delivered are all going to be the same. That bowl's going to come out the hand pretty well, pretty much on the lines you want.
Yeah.
And everything else is going to be repeated, you know. So it's an interesting concept in bowls that delivery, the way it looks, doesn't matter. It's more about, like you said, repeatability. And how you're actually getting that bowl.
Whatever we talk about, just don't change your delivery. Because it's working for you. It's working for you by your
But always what Nicky says, it's smooth like milk.
Smooth as milk, he said. Smooth like milk. Smooth like milk. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to this under 25s run you had this year, because it was a phenomenal run. Not that I think you lost in the end to
Owain Le Breton.
Not that we dislike Owain Le Breton at all, but we were rooting for you, buddy. We were rooting for you. It just wasn't to be. But you said you had some tough draws. Who did you beat on the way then in the club to get there?
I beat Elijah to qualify for the Welsh.
Do you want to say that again?
Louder, so when you show him it, you
Sorry,
can...
Elijah, you'll get him back, boy.
No, it's the first time I've ever beat him, to be fair. I beat him to qualify. Then I played Corey from Wales.
Okay.
Beat him, and I played Adam.
Okay.
In Llanelli, and then it came to the quarters and semis in Wales, and I played Jack Mounty and Reece Colwell. I won both of them.
Reece is because Reece is a very good singles player. Reece is a very similar play style to yourself. Really good draw player. Really, really good draw player. Hard to outdraw at times, so that's a good win.
You know, to beat a lot of them names. That was a good
confidence
You've
boost.
got to be, that's a little bit of a confidence booster going in. Certainly for going outdoors and certainly for going back indoors next year. Outdoors then, we're moving outdoors now. Have you opened yet?
No, I think the club's opening tomorrow, but I'm still in the finals this weekend.
We're going to be there.
We're live streaming them.
Yeah, we're live streaming them.
Yep.
But outdoors, when you went to Merthyr West End, were they the Wildcats already?
No, we didn't. I think that was a couple of years after I joined.
Yeah, they would have rebranded about 3 years ago. 3-4
I got my view, and I tell you, I think it's brilliant. That they come up with the Merthyr West End Wildcats. Okay, I think it's great for a younger people. It's one of those branding like you have in a rugby league, rugby
teams, like
hockey,
football do it as well.
So it just gives it a different name. The kit is all funky, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And then lots of clubs have sort of gone to coloured kit, but not quite gone as far as Merthyr West End is. It's sort of a rebrand and said it's always going to be Merthyr West End Bowls Club, but they're just known as the Wildcats.
Well, it's like, you look at it as a rugby standpoint, right? If you played for a club that was just called Bridgend RFC, well, I play for the club Bridgend. Whereas if you call them the Bridgend Ravens, which they are obviously known as, you all of a sudden think, well, I play for the team Bridgend Ravens.
Yeah.
So not only does it benefit, getting youngsters a bit more eyes on this kind of thing, but the players who actually play for the club now start believing they're part of an actual team, rather than just a bowls club. And I think that kind of brings then you're more competitive, you're a bit more team spirit, and that more enjoyment, and everyone becomes more of that family. Like we saw it last year. at Bridgend, we've obviously got 2 teams, and we started to see a bit more of that.
Yeah,
hopefully
we
this
tried
year.
to rebrand it a little bit as the Warriors.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Glen
so
Warriors.
it was, a little bit of a go back to the rugby when the Warriors were playing in Bridgend, but we thought Warriors suited, and we've tried to sort of rebrand a bit.
Well, we got it on our windows now.
All right.
Our Warriors logo on the
Yeah.
windows.
So
Thanks to Ross.
yeah,
But yeah,
you like the kit?
Yeah, I quite like it. Like, it's nothing wrong with it. It's tidy. It's stand out, obviously.
Are you a flashy or more simple design?
I'm a bit of both, like, to be honest. Yeah.
All on the
Yeah,
day, is it?
I
It
know,
Like,
as long as
depends,
the
like-
hair's okay and the hair looks good, he's
Yeah.
fine, whatever kit. He looks good in anything, but then
Oh, yeah.
don't take
always
this,
got it.
don't take this from him. Tell him at least you've got it.
hey, nothing wrong with not having hair. Yeah, nothing wrong with not having hair. Okay, where we go in with the next one? So,
Well, we stay on the under 25s
I was
part
gonna-
of it because he also
yeah, moving
up in
on to
Frith.
the Frith,
Yeah.
selected for the under 25s.
so that was your first under 25s
Yeah,
cap, wasn't
first
it?
one,
I
yeah.
thought so.
Was you obviously trials? Trials were intense too, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, yeah.
Especially this year.
Yeah.
They were
Was you a little bit expecting it?
Not really. I thought it was always going to be hard to get in.
Come on. After coming to runner up, you must have had a thought, I've got to get in this.
No, it was picked before that. Like,
Yeah,
but,
it was picked.
like, but like,
Yeah, it was picked before the
like,
under 25s.
I think I always had in my head I had to play well. And if I didn't play well, I didn't deserve to get in. But, you know, that's what you got to think, I think, in a trials. You know, nobody's really guaranteed. There's a few, obviously, but like when you're playing for places, especially in the front end, I think there's a lot of people. That
Yeah,
are
I mean,
playing for some
your
spot.
front end seems to be more of your trial and error positions, you know, especially with the under 25s. I think there's a handful of players, like you said, that are guarantees. You know, you'd argue Elijah, obviously Reece Caldwell would have been another one I would have thought.
Yeah.
Billy potentially, but other than that, maybe a couple more
So,
here and there. Other than
just
that, then the
trying to-
positions kind of start to tweak and move and move about a bit, you know, and especially at the front end, like I said, it's such a trial and error place that you could easily be left out, and you can easily be kind of first name on the. There's no in between almost at times.
How did the trial go for you? Did you, in your mind?
First trial in Talbot, I found it quite hard. I wasn't great. But then I think it sort of made me play a bit better in the second trial, because I knew I had to play
The second trial was in Cardiff.
Yeah.
A little bit
Talbot is
easier of a
different this year,
little bit
yeah.
easier of a rink to play
I
on in
found Talbot
Cardiff.
quite hard. Like,
Well, that's what they said. They came in and said everyone's because the hands. Talbot's pace is so
oh,
quick.
it's lovely. But
It's lovely, but the hands are difficult. There's very you can be punished really easily in Talbot if you get
Yeah.
something even half a centimetre out. You can look a little bit silly. So, you know, and obviously we play in Talbot, so you can say it. We don't mind. We know what the consensus. The pace is
Yeah.
stunning, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
hands are still really difficult to play. But Cardiff must have been nice.
oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lovely game.
Long trip to Frith.
Yeah.
Yeah? An away match.
Home game, yeah,
Home
home
game,
game, 4.5 hours.
However,
Made our own.
lovely venue.
Oh yeah, really nice.
The
place.
venue, I've never been to Frith before. Stunning. I thought the venue was brilliant. Game against Scotland.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, it was that. To be fair, we done well to get, you know, to come that close. I think in previous years, I don't think.
Well, it's always been in previous years either, you know, a 7 to 10 shot game or just a 20+ shot game against Scotland.
I was talking with the boys about how that Scottish game ended up. But I would imagine they really gutted.
Yeah, I think most of us were disappointed. Like, but I think sometimes you just gotta, especially with the 2 games in a day, you've just gotta let it go over your head, and you've just gotta focus on the next game. And I think that's what some of us tried to do.
Yeah.
It was hard, like, you know, beating England then.
Yeah.
Well, England's obviously strong this year. They won almost everything apart from the under-18s. You know, when you look at that England side and how they played, especially under 25s, how they played bowls, they looked like they enjoyed every second of it. You could hear them from the first end till the last, and they were confident in everything they did.
And you know, we've talked about it. We've gone and dissected that first 5 ends, and the first 5 ends just cost you. Didn't it?
Big time.
It killed you. After that, the rest of it, there wasn't very many shots.
I think it was only I think it was like 9. Was it more than that? 20 odd, 27 down. I think.
Yeah, 27. I think it was
26 or 27, and it was only by 4 shots. They only beat you by 4 shots after that. In the rest of the,
and when you're that far back, it's hard then to keep that momentum. You've got no momentum.
You can't. The good thing is they kept it. You kept it close. Yeah. After that, they said you take that 5 ends away. It's 4 shot lost after those 5. Yeah. The hardest thing to do against a team like England is come back from that.
Yeah,
deficit.
you got to start well. Against them. It's hard. Like it's against any good team. Same.
And I think Ireland proved that a little bit. Yeah. When they pretty much took the lead on England for the first what felt like 10, 12 ends. Yeah. They were they were up.
It puts pressure on, doesn't it? It puts pressure on players.
Well, it puts pressure on, but it also kind of forces, when and this is the interesting, and I learned this from outdoor playing. When teams start to have fun, things are going to get a bit difficult. Because, it's hard to beat players who play.
But when you're down, it's harder fun when you're down.
It's hard to have fun when you're down.
Have fun when you're down. How do people say you've got to stay positive, but how do you stay positive when you're 8 shots down in your rink and you see it and you're thinking, how are we going to get back into this?
It's momentum, isn't it? It's a big momentum game.
But in terms of, because obviously you wouldn't have played Ireland yet, no. Right? And the reality of that is, when it comes to losing a game, and you're down heavy, you've got to start thinking of that big picture at the same time then. Like, you've got to think, well, shot difference could play a factor into this. What am I going to do with shot difference? Because Ireland can still win the game they're playing now, keep it as close as we can, And I think you did that pretty well. After that, like I said, we could talk about those first 5 ends and what happened and why it happened, all we want. But the reality is 1 shot, loss against Scotland is a massive step forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Take those first 5 ends out of the England game for all rinks, still a massive quite a lot of positives there to take away to be that close. Because you'd think, well, after being that up early, England could have just gone to the moon a little bit, and you didn't. You kind of held them to where they were.
Especially on a couple of rinks, like they got it really close, and even had a chance to win. Like this.
So. What rink were you in on? Because I can't remember that far back.
It was me, Corey Bayliss, Ethan Humphries, and Owen LeBreton.
Right.
Yeah, we won our last game.
Beat Ireland heavily. It's a good. Like I said, especially because the day before, I think, wasn't it your rink?
It was good to bounce back after like that big. It was a big loss, the day before.
Yeah. And you don't want to. I don't want to be the one to say it's anyone's fault, but it happens. And again, you get a team that's not quite everyone on firing on all cylinders against England. It's easy to get that loss kicked in, but it's a massive bounce back. Could go up against Ireland the way you did, and put the pedal to the metal a little bit.
I think there's still a lot of positives to take from
always.
the tournament, and
always.
What have you. So you're moving. That's another one for next year now. Tick the boxes to go back, get back into that under 25s team. Senior team.
Yeah.
That's a few years off, I think, is it?
Yeah.
We've got another 10 years at under 25s.
That's yeah. Yeah.
When I say it like that, 10 years, you're thinking, am I still going to be playing balls in 10 years' time?
Yeah, it is mad. But just keep on playing it, see what happens. Keep on getting into these teams. And
the way you're going, especially within the last year, the progress has just been monumental over the last year. And I think, like you said, your attitude and your focus has shifted into a much more fitting thing for you.
Yeah.
It's showing on the green a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if you make the senior team within the next 5 years. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Especially at the lead that you are. and the ability to draw, even if you get in as a second, right? That just strength for someone who can draw just as good as a lead playing second. It is a massive strength for any team, And I think you with under 18s, you obviously with the fours, you play 3 to Elijah. Do you play in the fours?
Yeah, the fours. Yeah.
So you're now getting a little bit of experience on the other side of it, and again, the 2 needs to be a little bit versatile. But I think you're good enough to play any shot that's required. And
he is a fan of yours.
I am a big fan of Ollie Price. Big Ollie Price fan.
Yeah.
People know I'm not gonna.
No, you've said it time and time again. You're a big fan of Ollie.
Especially when you look at players, and I'll tell you this to your face. You look at players like yourself, someone who. You can tell that you enjoy when you're out there. Yes, you're focused, but there's always a little smile on your face. You have a good laugh on a joke, but you're always so disciplined in everything you do. And the fact that you're a very good player with a very good delivery. And, I think you're doing everything you need to do. And I think that the success, like you said, will just start pouring in and come. But you're never going to be affected by the losses either. And I think that makes a good player more than the wins. Is being able to just say, wasn't my day today, we'll go again tomorrow.
I think that's what's helped me, to be honest, is dealing with it a bit better this year. Is have a bit of a better perspective on it. You lose, it's not the end of the world. You've got to play loads more of them games.
The reality of sports, and this isn't just bowls, but any sport, if you come across a player, and fortunately and unfortunately, you've got the likes of Elijah, who's the same age as you, who's in all the under-18s comps. Yeah. Majority of the time, you're going to have to play Elijah in something. Yeah. And, you step up there thinking, well, I've beaten him once, or, now. Yeah. Yes, he's beaten maybe 50 times. Oh, yeah. But there's always that small chance. You're going to go into that game and think, well, yeah, I can win. But if I don't, then so be it. I've just got to try and get that next win the next
learning,
time.
Isn't it? Picking up learning all the time.
But you've got to lose
but
to
you've
learn.
done that big step now, haven't you?
Yeah.
He's after you, Elijah, boy. He's after you. But it's nice. The good thing is, I think as good mates, right, is that your friendship always got to come first. You stay good mates. Yeah. And by battling each other, it's going to actually improve the both of you. Yeah. Because you need more players. We can't just have Elijah winning year on year and year and year because he's what we need are 10, 12 under 18s who can battle against each other on any given day, maybe beat each other. Yeah. Because that builds a better team. Yeah,
or even if Elijah is winning all the time, still have more competitive games.
That's there's lots of games that he'll go in and it'll be hard. It'll be hard for him to motivate.
And I don't know, obviously, I'll ask your opinion on this. What's your opinion on the age range now of our Welsh under it? Because they're young. Yeah. They are so young.
Yeah, we got quite a young team. I think after this year now, obviously Tal and Billy are gone. We won't lose anyone next year, I don't think. But
who's the oldest then? Be you lot at 16?
Me and Elijah. Elijah and Adam.
And Adam's the same year as you. So you've got now a core group of players. I mean, Fionn, I think, is the same age. Yeah. You've got a core group of players now, especially at under 18s level, that's going to play the next 3 years together.
Yeah. Two. I think I got 2. Yeah, I'm not sure.
2 years.
Yeah. But
2 years together. So
but 2 years is together is a good bit of time.
And the same team, because you've probably seen it with the jump between under 18s and under 25s with the completely different team, different play styles, obviously different formats. It's a hard job, especially for youngsters starting out bowls. Especially you talk about anyone who's 13, 14 playing 2-3 years. Yeah. They're not going to make that jump very easily to different players. No, so
I think when they get players in who get that chance, I think it improves them a lot. Yeah. It does. I think
step up to the plate, doesn't it?
That's what I mean. You get your opportunity and you learn a lot, and it's good having a young team. Obviously, but
not to start with, obviously, but over time it just makes us stronger.
A young team this year. You went up to Cumberland. You've done really well, actually. Yeah. Them tie breaks killed us. Yeah. We every nose was there. We seen it. We knew what happened. You didn't underperform at all. It just tie breaks. One in goes against you. Yeah. Yeah. If we'd have won the ones we lost, we could have might even have won it.
Yeah.
If you won every game, you.
Well, on the tie breaks, I mean.
Yeah, it's just when it's it's not luck, is it? Because it's stuff, but it's different days. Different guy might go your way. But it's something to learn from as well,
And that's the reality of set playing, and is always going to be. You could play someone 100 times, and it could literally be 80-20 or 50-50 or 80-20 the other way. It's such a unpredictable format, and I think that's what makes it so exciting a little bit.
So, Ollie Price, going forward, what are your aspirations, your dreams, your goals, whatever you might have set yourself?
I think for now it's just staying in the teams I'm in. Keep on getting into teams, and I think in the future, obviously, I'd like to play for the senior team, and obviously like individual success is nice as well, like Welsh titles and so on. Like a men's title would be nice, but I'll just focus on keep on getting back in teams for now, and hopefully things will just come to a bit, you know what I mean.
Any desire to play in any your big events, your World Bowls tours, your World Bowls series?
That's the big thing, but
you're not. If it comes, it comes.
If it comes, it comes, and if you keep on, if you consistently play well, I think you'll get them chances. And that's just what I want to do.
Yeah, and like you said, you take those chances when they come, and even if you don't take them the first time, bowls are such an elongated career at times, especially if you start so young. That you look at, again, I'll bring Gary Kelly back up. Gary Kelly's 36, and he's taken he's probably had a couple of opportunities in the past that he probably missed out on, and now all of a sudden. Yeah. He's taken out. He's won the World Bowls finals series. He's won the Mount Everest last week. He's won MVP of the BPL. Within the last 12 months.
It don't matter when you come into success.
No.
It's just
just keep sticking at it.
That's just what I want to do. I just want to keep on going, and whatever will be.
Because there's very few sports that I think you kind of just gotta. You not ride your luck a little bit, but almost like you said, is the opportunities will come plenty and often, and you're probably only going to take one of them, because that's just the sport bowls is. It's not a sport you can actually go out and work harder than anyone else, because the reality is every surface, every day, and every delivery is going to be, you can't, and playing against someone else is you can't predict how good your opponent's going to play. No. So you could have the game of your life, but your opponent could also have a game of life, just that one ball better, and all of a sudden you're thinking, what have I got? It's not the case. Like I said, it's such a hard sport to stay so motivated in, because of those unpredictable and almost, you can't avoid them. They're going to happen all the time.
Right. I think we've come to a natural end. You're a very humble young man.
Big Balls Breakdown fan.
We genuinely wish you all the best.
Cheers,
your battles.
I'm saying that like we're not going to see him in the next.
I know we probably see him on the weekend now. He'll be coming over to commentating on some of the games for us.
I don't.
But no, we genuinely we both believe you've got a big future with lots of others in the UK, and that's hence why we asked you to come on the Rising Stars the scene. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
No, I'll keep it going, boy.
Cheers.
And those out there, keep an eye out for Ollie Price, because he is going to be the next big thing. But we're going to try to anyway.
Yeah,
and his hair will always be perfect.
That's one thing.
Thanks all. As we say, subscribe. We need more subscribers. We've got over 1,000 now followers on Facebook. If all of you can go on to YouTube and just subscribe, doesn't cost you, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much from us, and all the best. Thanks all.
Thank you all.
Thank you.